Learn to delay gratification. Most men today chase cheap thrills, short-lived pleasure. And what they fail to realize is that pleasure comes in different forms. There is the short-term, immediate, right now kind of pleasure. And then there is the long-term, rewarding pleasure that will take some sacrifices to experience. It doesn't come immediately, but when it comes eventually, it feels so much sweeter. The issue is a lot of guys over-reward themselves. There's nothing wrong with pleasure. We're human beings, so you can't work all the time. You need time to kick back and relax and, do some things that don't have a ROI, like playing video games, You do that for your own happiness. You don't do that because you want to get paid out of it, although it can be a career for some people, of course. I'm not against pleasure, but rewarding yourself constantly is not healthy. And the reason why it's not healthy is because there comes a point where you don't enjoy it anymore. You're doing it, but you feel guilty. It's like someone who has a drinking problem or, a sex addiction. I don't know, they buy hookers or whatever, or, There comes a point where they're like, this is so bad for me. They know it's bad. And afterwards, they feel awful. So there comes a point where this constant quest for pleasure starts to take your soul almost. On the other hand, the longer term pleasures, which come after a certain period of time, maybe 5 years, 10 years, that pleasure is so much stronger. And it stays, it doesn't disappear. For example, building a fulfilling career for yourself, that takes time. It takes time. It's not going to happen within 1 month, within 6 months, and most likely not within a year. That's a short time frame in the grand scheme of things. But once you are a decade into your rewarding career, you can't wait to wake up every single day and do what you love. Now, the process of getting to that point was difficult. You experienced a lot of setbacks, rejections. Maybe you invested money, you lost it. Someone promised they'd do something with you, they didn't do it. The journey isn't easy. And that's why a lot of people don't want to undertake that journey. Because they're afraid of how difficult it will be. It will be difficult. Embrace the difficulty. But amongst the difficulty, there are great moments. They're shuffled in. You'll have a difficult day and then have an amazing day. And there may be 4 difficult days and another amazing day. But at the back of your mind, you're doing this for a bigger reason. I'm not just doing this because I want to make a little bit of money. I'm doing this because I want to have a rewarding, fulfilling career. I want to live life on my own terms. If you have the audacity to want to live the rest of your life on your own terms, to be your own boss, to pack your bags and leave to any country you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want. If you want to retire your parents, buy them their dream home. If you want to buy a bloody Rolls-Royce Phantom, you're going to have to accept that a lot of hard work will be involved. It's not going to be easy. Remember, easy come, easy go. Les Brown once said, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. And if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. Tell yourself, I am willing to do what most people are unwilling to do so that I can live like most people will never live. Most people will never get anywhere close to wanting to pay the price. The moment they experience any hardship, all right, you know what, I'm done. I want to find something easier. They never get to that long-term sweetness. They self-sabotage. And I don't want you guys to self-sabotage. Forget other people for a second. Forget the economy, forget your cousins, your parents. It's your fault. Assume 100% responsibility, especially as a man. Stop blaming other people. It's not a masculine trait. It's masculine, however, to embrace that responsibility. Take full accountability for where you are in life. It's your fault. And I'm here to say, if you've put yourself in a bad mess, it's your fault completely. Even if other people were involved in the catastrophic demise, let's just say, right? I've been in business before with people that were very, how can I put it, shady. Promised things, didn't follow through. In the moment, I'm like, oh, these guys, man, these idiots, right? But it's my fault. You have to take 100% responsibility, even if you want to blame somebody else so bad. And this also applies to if you were in a relationship for so long and your woman said, I don't want to be with you anymore. I mean, accept the breakup, but also assume 100% responsibility for your part to play. Of course, a relationship is comprised of two individuals. However, take 100% responsibility, because there were probably reasons as to why she felt like you were no longer the best option for her. So take responsibility for your part to play and keep things moving. Remember, fellas, nobody is coming to save you. You hear this all the time and in so many videos on YouTube. But it's very true. Life as a man can get very lonely. And I'm not saying this to make you feel depressed or sad or what are we going to do, Ali? No. When you know that it's only you that can take yourself out of this situation. I mean, it forces you to do something. Otherwise, you'll stay the same. Remember, for things to change, you must change. Otherwise, nothing will change. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. Make some sacrifices. Yeah, entertainment is great. Video games are great. Going out to fun places, that's great. But you got to make some sacrifices. If you want to get from here to here, there are sacrifices that are going to have to be made. You can't do everything you want. I mean, you don't give a kid everything they want just because they cry. You know that it will probably damage them in the long run. If you give them everything that they want, you have to say, no, you can't have that, Jimmy. And yeah, they'll throw a fit in the moment, whatever, but you're doing it for their best interest. You're looking after them. So tell yourself, no, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to knuckle down. I'm going to go out less with my friends. Doesn't mean that you don't have a social life. No, you still can enjoy yourself, but limit the entertainment. Limit the spending on certain things that you don't need. Invest in you, in where you want to be. Go to seminars, buy the books, buy the courses. Your life could be completely different in a year's time. Forget 20 years or 10 years for now. Even in 1 year. 1 year is a good enough time to make some serious changes. Your life can drastically change. And it's a damn shame when people just let time go. They piss it down the drain. Remember what I said in my last video, guys? Time will either promote you or expose you. Either you will be rewarded for your labor, or you will be exposed for your lack of effort. You talked smack and didn't back it up. Now look, when it comes to FAP, it's not an easy thing. But it's not just about doing what's easy in life. The long-term reward comes from doing what is difficult. So embrace the difficult. And remind yourself when you're engaging in the process, I'm doing this to better myself. When you're in the gym and you're struggling and you're in a lot of pain, you've increased the weight in the exercise that you're doing. Even though you're experiencing so much discomfort, you know you're doing this for the future you, so that you remain healthy. So apply that same mindset to other things in life. And when you're struggling to keep creating content, and when you're questioning whether or not this business will work out, just keep going. And look, you won't have all the answers. You just won't. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you don't know enough to be in business or whatever. No, you'll figure things out as you go along. Your desire for absolute certainty is crippling you. You become better as you engage in the process. If you wait until you know everything before you start, well, then you'll be waiting for the rest of your natural life, and it won't ever happen. All right? So confront the difficulty and remember the long-term pleasure is so much sweeter than the short-term immediate pleasure. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, comment, let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. See you in the next one.